Royal Rumble tonight at 1 a.m. right here on Channel 4.
You think you know me?
You know what? Triple H is probably having nightmares. Triple H, I don't know if he realizes what he did when he snapped Mick Foley into the realm of Cactus Jack. He may have just kissed away the World Wrestling Federation Championship. We'll find out later on tonight.
The contest is scheduled for one fall. In the ring from Toronto, Canada, weighing in at 240 pounds,
Edge, of course, engaged to be married to Atlanta Valvinus' sister, but a lot of women folk been paying attention to him as of late. What do they say about forbidden fruit being the sweetest? Edge slapped an engagement ring on his girlfriend's hand, and now everybody wants him. Happens to you all the time, right? Well, you know.
Ohio, weighing in at 249 pounds,
Well, you know, this match was set up because of what happened earlier on Heat. Now, you can see Al Snow not in any hurry to get to the ring, and it's largely because of this. After the 1-2-3 in which Christian caught a quick one, as they say, over Steve Blackman, Al Snow hit the ring. But Edge thwarted the double team, sent both men scurrying, then issued the challenge for this one-on-one contest. It's a Royal Rumble Sunday. We're counting down to the huge event. It's tonight, 1 a.m. right here on Channel 4. You know, we talk about Triple H being solely responsible for the fact that Mick Foley's gone over the edge, that he snapped into this realm of Cactus Jack. You know what? I really believe that Al Snow had something to do with it as well. Al Snow, as you see, he carries that mannequin head, which he, at some time in his career, believed gave him voices, empowered him, spoke to him. It's a voice that only Al can hear.
What do you mean, believed? I think he still believes.
Now, I'm not sure whether or not he still hears those voices, but nonetheless, I know that when it was Mankind and Al Snow as a team, there was a lot of jealousy with Al, and it largely had to do with with Mankind's relationship with The Rock. It really did, and Al Snow wanted to see Mick Foley fired. He was happy that Triple H and Stephanie McMahon Helmsley fired Mick Foley. And Edge now set to lock up with Al Snow. Bottom line in all this, Kevin, is look at Al Snow. Nice leg takedown. Oh, and a kick out by Edge. I'll tell you, the bottom line with this whole thing and Mick Foley and Cactus Jack and Triple H is Triple H has no one to blame but himself. Well, Triple H pushed Mick Foley to this point. But you know what? Triple H says that what this is simply an overreaction by Mick Foley. Overreaction? Well, Cactus Jack has always been a comfort zone whenever the heat is on, Mick Foley in his career. And that excuse for bad behavior, for really outlandish actions like Cactus Jack is talking about, it's simply brought about out of a convenient excuse.
Oh my, leg drop over the top rope by Al Snow.
Triple H, I believe, does
Cover
not
by
believe...
Al, wait a minute. Kick out after two.
What I was trying to say was I don't think Triple H believes in the mystique of Cactus Jack, but I know he's going to find that firsthand when they step inside the ring at Madison Square Garden tonight.
Well, let me contradict you for a second. Maybe Triple H didn't believe in the mistake of Cactus Jack, but on SmackDown yesterday here in the UK, I think Triple H believes now because Cactus Jack pile-drived it into him on the announce table.
It was an emphatic statement made by Cactus. Oh! But I don't think Triple H is going to show any fear walking in. It might be burning inside of him, though.
Edge, crossbody, lateral press, hook of the leg from the top rope. Al Snow kicks out.
I agree with you. I don't think Triple H is scared in the traditional sense of being scared.
But I think he fears what Cactus Jack could turn into in a street fight in Madison Square Garden.
I don't know if Triple H has ever been there before. I mean, you look at the way Mick Foley's body was ravaged through his Cactus Jack days. That's a road Triple H has never gone down.
Well, you know, we saw on Raw a couple of years ago, Cactus Jack going one-on-one with Triple H in Madison Square Garden. But that was just a little taste of what Cactus Jack really is. And when you put him in the Garden, his home away from home, with the championship on the line, it is going to be a brutal war.
Yes, Michael, but that was a long time ago for Triple H. He was not the game then. He was not as supremely confident as he is now. And he was not the World Wrestling Federation champion. Triple H has more swagger now than anybody else in WWF history.
And speaking of swagger, there are so many questions to be answered in this one. Will Stephanie McMahon Helmsley have any involvement at all in this matchup? What about D-Generation X? We know X-Pac's going to be there. We know the Outlaws are going to be there. How will they figure into this thing? Or will Triple H tell the troops to stay away and let him have this spotlight with Cactus Jack?
Much the same way Triple H won the World Wrestling Federation Championship from the Big Show. Said he wanted to go it alone. Now, there may have been visual distraction, But there was no interference. Triple H did defeat the Big Show on his own. Let's see. Can he do the same with Cactus?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. See if you agree with this point. Triple H made a statement. Really proved he was the game as Al Snow rolls into the cover, hooks the leg, and a kick out. Triple H proved he was the game when he defeated the Big Show one-on-one with no outside interference. If Triple H can defeat Cactus Jack in Cactus Jack type of match, a street fight, what does that do to the champion Triple H?
It sends, in my opinion, it sends Triple H into instant immortality. If indeed Triple H can survive everything that Cactus Jack is going to throw at him, with all of the intangibles and the emotional homecoming, with Cactus wanting to once again become WWF champion in Madison Square Garden of all places, where Triple H can walk away still intact with the gold, man, oh man, I mean, there'll be no prying that belt off of Triple H anytime soon.
And for those of you in the UK, longtime fans, you know you're not going to want to miss the Royal Rumble tonight at 1 a.m. on Channel 4. But for those of you who may be new to the World Wrestling Federation, who may just be new to sports entertainment in general, you know, go to sleep early, set the alarm to get up at 1 a.m., because you're not going to want to miss the Royal Rumble. Not only the street fight, but the Royal Rumble match itself, and who knows what other surprises.
Oh, I understand that people are going to be partying. Partying leading up to it. It's going to be an event. That's what everybody does. When you gather for a huge event like the Royal Rumble on Channel 4, it really is a party. It is an event. And it's a first for the World Wrestling Federation to be on Channel 4 with the Royal Rumble, and we are really excited about it.
It's going to be great. Jim Ross, Jerry the King Lawler will be at ringside calling all the action. Kevin and I will be backstage providing you with interviews and all the insight. It's going to be a great event from the World Wrestling Federation tonight at the Royal Rumble. And Ed's in control right now of Al Snow. You know, either one of these guys could win the Royal Rumble match.
A lot of it has to do with the luck of the draw. As we said, the drawing will take place during the day. A little later on, who will be the number 1 and number 2 men to start the Royal Rumble match? We know X-Pac is number 30. That's the only number we know so far.
Yeah, can you imagine if The Rock drew number 1
and would have to fight all the way through? Man, I don't even know if the Great One could survive that.
Well, The Rock guaranteed he'd win the Royal Rumble match. He guaranteed it. But if he goes in at number 1, I'd have to take him up on that challenge.
Number 1 and number 2 will begin. Each minute after that, another man will enter
the
the fray.
by Edge, hook of the leg, and Al Snow kicks out. And again, the only way to be eliminated from the Royal Rumble match, Kevin, is by going over the top rope and both feet touching the floor. Now, as we saw earlier on, if one foot touches the floor, you're still in the thing.
Absolutely. Shawn Michaels proved that. And I know that history has been written before.
Oh, come on now. Man. Well, the referee's going to call for a bell, and Al Snow deserves to be disqualified.
The winner of this match is all of a disqualification, Edge.
So Edge picks up the victory via disqualification, and, you know, Al Snow is not right. He is touched. Al Snow is excited about the fact that he was disqualified. Well, I'll tell you, folks, tonight at 1 a.m. here on Channel 4, it is the Royal Rumble. And what a card we have in store for you. And it all starts the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle taking on an opponent to be announced.
Will Kurt Angle's undefeated streak, Michael, come to an end tonight?
First ever Miss Royal Rumble swimsuit competition. First ever tag team table match, the Hardys and Dudleys. There's the triple threat Intercontinental Championship match to determine the undisputed title holder.
China, Hardcore Holly, and Y2J. All three will battle for the gold.
Tag team titles on the line, Outlaws and Acolytes.
It's going to be physical, it's going to be wild, and many say the Acolytes will walk away with the gold tonight.
The Royal Rumble match itself.
Oh, The Rock guarantees victory. The Big Show provides a huge obstacle. And many WWF superstars dream of a World Wrestling Federation Championship match at WrestleMania with a victory tonight.
And a street fight with a title on the line, Triple H and Cactus Jack. And it all comes your way tonight at 1 a.m. The Royal Rumble on Channel 4. For Kevin Kelly, I'm Michael Cole. We'll see you tonight from Madison Square Garden.